Hello, this is a quick demonstration on how to add a story to Gay Authors. First, go to Stories, then go to Add Story. Then you must select the category you wish your story to be placed in. For most people, that'll be fiction. So you select it, then you must select Away, and hit Continue. So, step one is to add your title. Link title will be automatically generated. If this is a series and it's the second in the series, then you can enter your series title here with the number. If this is the first title that you have in your series, do not enter this at all. Leave it blank until such time as you have more than one. Then you must choose if you're going to publish a story. It defaults to yes, and it defaults to publish immediately. If you wish to set a different time, you may do so here by selecting this and then selecting the date. For this demonstration, I'm going to publish immediately. If you wish to include any editors, you may do so by typing. It'll pop up names and just select. So, and there's a note down here saying, remember to complete the next step before saving. If you go to save, you're going to get an error for the unfilled stories. So at this point, scroll back up and go to step 2. Type in your description. If you have a story note, you can enter it here. If you have a specific copyright you would like to include it here. Do not make it long. There's no reason to. If you don't put anything, it'll default to copyright year, this year, and your author's name, then all rights reserved. And again, there's a note here saying go to the next step before saving, so go up and go to step 3. You must select your groupings. So select your genre. You can select more than one. The audience rating, this is important. If there's explicit sex scenes or explicit any material, you must select mature. If there is nothing beyond kissing, then you can select teen. If it's just a general comedy or whatever, you can select everyone. Most times you'll still be in process. You can also edit or have it set to complete or on hold. In this case, I'm going to leave it in process. And again, remember to go to the next step before saving your stories. Go up to step 4. You may select up to 6 tags. You must have at least one tag. The tags are grouped by these categories. So if it's age related, they're here. Paranormal items are here. Relationship, settings, all that other stuff. So select a handful that are most important to your story. You don't need to cover everything, just the most important aspects. And then once again, remember to finish the next step before saving. So go scroll up, hit step 5, and this is where you actually add your chapter. You can choose to add your prologue, or you can add the prologue later if you desire. You must enter a chapter title. It should default to the chapter number. You can add a chapter note. This appears at the top of the chapter in a separate box. And add an end note. And choose to publish the chapter, and it defaults to immediately. If you wish to set a future time, it's keep the published chapter on. Just unselect the published chapter immediately and set the date. In this case, we're going to publish immediately. Then you can hit Save Story. This is to remind you to make sure you've entered all your steps. This is the title, and then yes, Save Story. This will immediately show that if you're not out of the moderation queue yet, that your story is in the moderation queue. And Sia or someone other than the moderator will clear it as soon as possible. And that is adding a story.